Hey everybody, Sean Webb here with another Gears 3D motion analysis, and today we're going to talk about the transition of the swing and kind of put our focus in that area. So I'm going to blow it up here so we only really look at the top of the swing into about left arm parallel here. And something I want to focus on today is a couple of things that you can do with your own swing to gain club head speed right away, without having to go to the gym really, without having to change your swing a whole lot. I think most of it is concepts that will help you to get speed immediately. And then obviously there's some other things you can do with overspeed training to help you with that in addition. But for today, let's talk about a couple of just simple concepts you can add to your swing to get more speed. Now, the first one is length of backswing. So if you struggle with club head speed, the first thing you could do to gain some more speed is to swing the grip farther back or to make a longer arm swing. So that would be kind of step one. Getting the grip more around the clock, per se, if this was 9, 10, 11, 12, getting it up in this 11 to 12 o'clock range gives you more time to apply force to the grip as you start the downswing. And the longer you can apply the force and the more force you can apply during that time, the more club head speed you can create. So that would be step one. So obviously there's some long hitters that have had shorter backswings, but if you look at the longest hitters, let's say Dustin Johnson right now, he's up and he may be long. His hands probably get behind his head here. So that would be step one. Step two is it helps to have enough wrist cock or wrist hinge, or however you want to call it. The anatomical term, I guess, would be radial deviation of the wrist. So you want more wrist cock up to a certain point, because then you start dealing with some accuracy issues. But I mean, let's try to get it to at least a 90-degree angle between the lead arm and the golf club here. That would give you enough wrist set to have this kind of natural lagging look as you start down. That'll help out a lot. And you can imagine if you had no wrist cock, it'd be very difficult to get club head speed. So the kind of sweet spot here for distance and accuracy, let's just go 90 degrees. And that should give you enough to get you ready for this next phase that I'm going to talk about. So the next thing you can add in is the direction of the hand path from the top. So from the top of the swing, I've talked about this in another video, but from the top of the swing, you do not want to pull your hands straight down toward the ball in this direction. That would actually cause you to lose lag and cast the club worse and slow club head speed down and really struggle with contact. Instead, what you want to do up here is create a little flat spot with the handle, and you want the initial direction to kind of go away from the target. And then it gradually starts curving down toward the ball in an elliptical shape. And you can see here, this is kind of the center of the grip that you're looking at out here on the outside of these lines that you see here on the downswing. So a little flat spot at first, and it really helps if you can get this club back to parallel to create that, so you can pull in that direction. When you do that, you actually pick up a little more wrist set when you start down, which is going to be useful later in the downswing when you can unload the wrist into the ball to create that last bit of club head speed. So again, a little longer arm swing. Make sure you got 90-degree wrist cock. Helps to get the club to parallel. Initial force along the grip away from the target. Okay, and do not pull straight down. So a little bit away. And then the last but not least is the initial force that you put into the club to about left arm parallel. Let's just call that, transition, where club gets down to left arm parallel. First thing I'm going to say is, do not just let gravity drop this club to this position. That's been said over the years. If you want to hit the ball hard, that's not going to work for you. You have to be putting in force, and a lot of force, in this initial part of the downswing. You can see here, his club head speed at this point has already reached 40-something miles an hour. He ends up with about, I think, 112, 113. This particular golfer, but he is by no means letting gravity drop the club to this point. So that's one of the concepts that you can start putting into your swing as well is, from the top of the swing, let's have a kind of a gathering of energy up here, kind of a smoothish change of direction. But as soon as you start changing direction, you need to be pumping some energy into this swing in this first part of the downswing, and that will definitely start boosting your club head speed, and you should start seeing a increase right away. So let's run through those real quick again. Length of the backswing, or kind of grip displacement, getting the backswing longer. The left arm swinging back longer. A set of the wrist that creates about a 90 degree between the left arm and the club shaft. Initial hand path force, kind of making this little flat spot here in the first part of the downswing. And then last but not least, you're not letting gravity bring this thing down. You're actually pumping energy and using your body to do that, repositioning your body, turning your chest back to the ground, forcing the grip or pulling on the grip, and orienting your body to do that in a way that you can add the most force into that grip. So there's some other ways to do that with body positioning and making sure you don't have too much forward bend to the top of your spine, and we could go on and on about that. But today I just wanted to cover these quick concepts, and I think you're going to see some gains in distance. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Be glad to help you out. Thanks a lot.